I want to share with you a very delicious squash a la mexicana. I'm sure you guys are going to love it. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. These are the ingredients. We need thyme and salt, 2 garlic cloves, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 onion, 3 tomatoes, and the star, the squash from my garden. And here I want to start with the onion. I am going to dice the onion. It doesn't have to be really small, just cut it in medium cubes. I'm going to continue with the tomato. I love making this squash a la mexicana. I am sure you're really going to love it. It's a healthy dish, a side dish. You decide, but the truth is that once you make it, you're going to really fall in love with this amazing vegetable, the squash. Here I have 2 garlic cloves that I'm going to wake up by smashing them first and then dicing them. Now that I have these 3 ingredients, look at this, the garlic, the tomato, and the onion. I'm going to put it aside, and now I am ready to start with my organic squash from my garden. Look at this. It's really dark green. I'm going to go ahead and take the skin off, being very careful that I do not remove the pulp, only the skin. Once you remove the skin, I'm going to cut it into fourths. I'm going to remove the seed. The seed is still nice and tender. It's not hard at all. And now I am ready to cube it. You want to make sure that all the little pieces are almost the same size so that they cook at the same time. I'm going to give you a special tip. Most of the recipes call for you to boil the squash first and then add it to your tomato and your onion. I do not like doing that. I really want the squash to release all those amazing flavors into the tomato, onion, and garlic. And I want the squash to absorb those amazing flavors. So this is how I'm going to cook it. On a pan, I'm going to add the 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to let them melt away, medium heat. You don't want to overcook this. You want to cook this in medium heat from start to end. It's going to take about 15 minutes, but let me tell you, your squash is going to absorb all those amazing flavors that you are adding into the pan. So when the butter is nice and melted, I am going to start by adding the garlic, the onion, and the tomato. I'm going to saute it for about 3 minutes. I'm not going to cover it. I'm just going to saute it. Incorporate it really good. I'm going to add the thyme and the salt. I'm going to add it right on the top. I'm going to add the garlic. The diced garlic, it's already in. So I'm just going to mix it around, making sure that everything is coated with the butter. Remember, we use 2 tablespoons of butter. When you cook at home, you have control of how much butter you add into your amazing recipes. The butter is really going to go perfect with the squash. After the 2 minutes, I am ready to start adding the squash right on the top. When you add your squash, add a little more salt. Remember that the salt is to taste, and remember that the squash is really going to absorb all those amazing flavors. So you want to season really good your squash. Once you add it in here, you're going to add a little bit of the salt, a little bit of the thyme, and then just cook it in medium heat. Remember, cover it. Let the squash start releasing all those flavors and the juice. Remember, we are cooking it in medium heat. I am going to cover it and I'll see you back in 10 minutes. Don't overcook your squash. You want the squash to still be al dente. Once you uncover it, you get a spoon, a fork, I mean. You push it into the squash, and if it's fork tender, it is done. This is done. You are ready to enjoy this amazing squash a la mexicana. Once this is done, I am ready to plate it. Let me show you how this looks. The aroma of the onion, garlic, tomato, squash, just amazing. I am going to put it in this plate. Of course, I'm going to top it with a little bit of cheese right on the top. And I'm using Monterey cheese right on the top. You could use any type of cheese you have at home. Just add a little bit so you don't take away all those amazing flavors of the squash, onion, tomato, garlic. Oh my gosh, this is just amazing. I am ready for the presentation. I can't wait to enjoy and dig in. If you got to this part of the video and you like and you love this recipe, please leave me a thumbs up, because only with your help, Cooking with Gloria will continue growing. I'll see you in just a little bit. I am completely done with this amazing squash a la mexicana, chayote a la mexicana. This is the part I love and enjoy, tasting my recipes. Excuse me. So delicious. I hope, my friends, you make this amazing recipe. Healthy, delicious, and made at home with lots of love. If you like and love this amazing recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria continues growing. Don't forget to push that notification button, and if you did, leave it activated, so every time I make an amazing recipe, yes, you're going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of Cooking with Gloria. I will stay enjoying this amazing squash a la mexicana. Like, subscribe, and share. See you soon. Bye-bye.